Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, and this is my review for Inspector Waffles Early Days. So dear viewers, this beloved video game released this very day for all of your favorite consoles. And just like that beautiful bearded bastard Barry Bertrum, you're probably wondering,
what is this?
Inspector Waffles Early Days is, rather unsurprisingly, a prequel to Inspector Waffles. This game is a top-down detective adventure game thing with point-and-click mechanics reminiscent of classic Game Boy games. We will follow Inspector Waffles in his first days as an inspector who wants to prove to everyone that he is more than just a rookie. But beware, your future worst enemy is hiding in the shadows. And no, it's not Mumra, that was Thundercats. No, it's not Skeletor either. It's Masters of the Universe. It's a different enemy, a different big bad. So let's review this detective video game the only way I know how, badly. And let's start with what I loved about Inspector Waffles Early Days. If you've been following the channel for quite some time, you'll know that I'm a massive fan of both detective games and murder mysteries. While this game might have some very cutesy graphics, characters that are animal-based, I think the word is animal-based characters like cats and a dog. Make no mistake, this is an actual detective murder mystery game. In fact, I must admit that the particular case that has the murder in it was actually quite gruesome. I wasn't expecting that for such a cute game. Well done, Golosso Games, for subverting my expectations. So yes, you get to solve a murder, you get to solve a robbery at a bank, you get to solve the case of a missing video game cartridge, amongst much more. And in all, there is 5 main cases. And if you're a very clever little gamer, like I am, you'll be able to unlock the secret 6th case. I also really love the fact that this game truly did bring me back to my early days. Get it? My early days? You know, because it's Inspector Waffles' early days, and it took me back to... yes, I'm sure you got it. When I used to sit as a young boy on my Game Boy, with the bloody sun getting in the way so I couldn't see what the bloody hell was going on the Game Boy screen. Even with that stupid anti-glare magnifying thing that you got, still made absolutely no difference. The only way I could play my Game Boy was in bloody near darkness. But anyway, that's besides the point. I loved sitting with my Game Boy. And this game felt like an actual port of an older Game Boy game, with that kind of charming music you expect to go along with these retro-inspired video games. Honestly, it was delightful. And don't worry if you're not the best at these kind of detective, deduction, find clue, solve mystery types of video games. This one is relatively simple, though I will call out Golosso Games and say well done for actually being able to... Let's see how I can say this without spoiling it. Let's just say there is secret clues you can find in each of the main cases, which will not only unlock that secret 6th case I was talking about, but will also earn you some nice trophies and or achievements. And who knows, maybe I'll do a little guide for this game telling you how to earn every single trophy. So yes, overall I absolutely love this game. Got absolutely nothing negative to say about it. It does exactly what it set out to do, to tell a prequel story to Inspector Waffles, to do it with charming Game Boy graphics, charming Game Boy music, and of course, charming Game Boy gameplay. So do I recommend you play this game? You bet your third nipple I do. Therefore, I declare that Inspector Waffles Early Days is splendid. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my review for Inspector Waffles' Early Days. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.